everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings, and I'm just here to pop down a card for this evening, Friday, and for the rest of the weekend. I'm going to be having a little look at the Faulkner Tarot deck first of all, as usual. So there we go. The first card we've got is the lovely Star. Okay, so the Star card is all about us and our hopes and dreams and wishes coming true. We've just had a new moon, which would be like the ideal time to send out our wishes, but there's still time. It was only a couple of days ago, so we're kind of still in that energy. So if you have a wish list or a letter to the universe or any of that kind of stuff that you want to send out, you can do it today. It's a great day to do it. You can send your wishes out at any time at all. It's just thought that the new moon energy is particularly good for that because it talks about bringing new things into our life. So it's a particularly appropriate time at a new moon. Doesn't matter that the new moon is just gone. You can do your wishes at any time. So universe is listening all the time. So, you know, it's fine to do it now. It's fine to do it tomorrow. It would have been fine to do it a couple of days ago. So just don't think just because the new moon has been and gone that you can't send your wishes out to the universe. And the Star card is lovely because it's all about that. It's all about you kind of putting your energy in the right place and directing your energy to the right place. It's all about hopes and dreams. And when I see this card, I'm always kind of like thinking about When I Wish Upon a Star, that particular song I love anyway, but it's very, very appropriate when it comes to that card. So for the rest of this evening and for tomorrow, Saturday, have a think about that. Be in an energy of what you want to manifest for yourself. Don't be in an energy of what you don't want. Don't be in an energy of worrying. Don't be in an energy of I don't want this, I don't like this, I don't like that. Look at the good things that you already have around you. Kind of work in an energy of gratitude. I love all this stuff around me. I love the people around me. I love the place I live. Wherever it is for you, you can always find something around us to be grateful for or to appreciate. And it's not done in a kind of cheesy way. It's just being able to appreciate what there is, you know. The fact that you're waking up every morning and breathing in and out is something to be grateful for in most people's opinion. So just be in that energy of gratitude and manifesting what you want for yourself. Okay, so that's our lovely, lovely card for today and Saturday. And the card I have for Sunday is the Six of Cups, and that's kind of quite appropriate card really, because the Six of Cups is very reminiscent. It can talk about being quite nostalgic, looking back. You know, you might use your Sunday to reflect upon the week that you've just had. You know, being nostalgic and looking back does not always have to be looking back, you know, years and years and years. You might just reflect upon the lovely day that you had on Saturday. You might just be reflecting upon the good week that you've had, or an energy of kind of what you've achieved in the week. So it's a card that looks at that, but it also talks about kind of being in your inner child's energy as well. So being quite playful, having fun. I was listening to a broadcast this morning by Colette Baron-Reid, who produces a lot of oracle cards, and on Hay House at the moment they are running a free psychic summit for the next few, I think it's for the next week or so, where if you sign up for it you get free videos every day, and that was the one I chose to watch today. You get 3 or 4 in a day, and you can watch them all if you've got time. And that was the one I picked today, and she was talking about working with that energy of gratitude, and being playful with what you're doing, you know, using your cards, if you read for yourself, to kind of have a bit of fun and to kind of be a bit playful with the energy. So working in that energy of joy and playfulness is what the Six of Cups can often be talking about. So it's kind of saying, don't take it all too seriously, you know, relax, have fun, enjoy yourself, do things that are fun. You know, if you've got a bit of a creative streak that you don't usually let out of your box very often, Sunday might be a great day to get the paints out, you know, do some painting, or you know, make a vision board or something like that. You know, the Star card is talking about that. It's talking about what you want to manifest. One of the best ways to do that is to make yourself a vision board, especially if you're quite a visual, creative person. So you might think about doing something like that on Sunday. And that, I would say, is kind of the message that the Six of Cups is giving us. It's a very childlike, wanting to play, wanting to be in that energy of kind of looking back a little bit, quite nostalgic. It's quite an interesting card altogether, the Six of Cups, because the Six of Cups also does talk about wanting to make some changes, especially emotionally. You know, if you found the week emotionally a little bit draining, you might be looking to not be quite so drained next week, and that can come into play with some of this playfulness. You know, if you don't take things quite so seriously, they won't drain you quite so much. So let me just pop down an oracle card just to go with these, just to help us out a little bit more, and see what the oracle cards have got to say. This oracle deck is the energy oracle cards. I've been using them a lot over the last couple of weeks, so I'm going to swap them up and maybe use a different oracle deck next week. Let's just have a little look and see what this one's got for us today. Okay, so interesting card, Storm Warning. Now, the Storm Warning card is exactly that. It's the warning about a storm. And I'm not talking about weather, okay? That's not what we're here for. So this asks us to be aware of any kind of potential things around us that, you know, could be tricky. And, you know, there's no real getting away from what this card is. It does talk about tricky energy, things being a bit stormy, people being a bit grumpy, energies that are, you know, a little bit and difficult, and kind of not. I mean, we've had these lovely cards for the weekend, which really are not talking about storms at all. They're really lovely looking cards. So I would say to you that the Storm Warning card is kind of just giving you a little bit of heads up of something that may not be quite right for you, and things that may need your attention to fix. So I just want to read you what it says in the book. I don't use the books very much, but for this particular one, I just think it's important. This card indicates a potential difficulty either in the external world or within yourself and your emotional life. Okay, so the Six of Cups quite often talks about that. It's your emotions. It's a Cups card. We're all about emotion with Cups. So it talks about the Six of Cups. Like I said, it can be something that you want to change. And maybe this Storm Warning is saying to us that there's something within you that wants to be changed, and you might want to change it. So it would suggest to me, with this Storm Warning, to pay attention to your need for that. Just pay attention to your feelings and how you're feeling about things, and are you happy with things? If you are, great. If you're not, the Storm Warning card kind of urges you to address it. Don't just brush over. If you're not feeling happy and you want to change things up, change them up. I would say to you that's the message from that particular card on the basis of the other cards that are there. That's how I would read it. It's just watch your energy within yourself. You know, if you want to make changes, make the changes. The thing is, if you don't make the changes that deep down inside you really want to make, that's what the Six of Cups is talking about, what's going on deep down inside, then you end up with this kind of really grumpy feeling, and you don't want to be sat there. So I will leave that with you for the time being. We've got lovely star card, lovely 6 of cups, and then just something to be aware of underneath those cards. So just be aware, if there's things that are niggling you, sort them out. I think is what that card is saying. In general, the energy looks really lovely though. So I will leave that with you for today. Have a really fantastic weekend, and I will be back again on Monday to do another card for the day. Bye for now.